look, and this gun is pointing right at you by 3 different men.
Take it. Take everything. Take everything. Take everything.
We had a beautiful dinner downtown, and left the dinner and came home, and very uneventful on the way home. Just pulled into the driveway, and when we pulled into the driveway, we just got out and started walking towards our front door as we do, 1,000 times before, and a car pulled up on the other side of the street. They, at first we thought it could be one of our friend, one of our son's friends. But as soon as we saw the doors open and 3 men rushing at us, guns drawn, we knew something was very, very, different than this time. And they immediately were saying things like, "Give us everything you have," and we complied. That's, I'll say, how I was trained: is give them what they want. Yeah. Try to keep the situation from escalating, and give them what they want, and hopefully they leave. And there really was no other alternative, frankly.
Sure. And you were very...
Nowadays, you have to be very, very careful. And why do I say that? I say that because these dudes nowadays, they will leave you leaking. They will 100% take your life. And they have no problem catching another charge because they are not worried about the police. They're not worried about what's going on in Chicago. They're not worried about Brandon Johnson. They know that the police officers are down more than 2,000 officers. They know the response times. They know that the Chicago has removed ShotSpotter currently at Brandon Johnson. They know that all of the funds went to the illegal migrants. They watch the news just like y'all. They watch the news just like you. And now they're sitting outside of people's homes in affluent areas, and they're targeting them. They know that people left. They watch. They have now robbed their community blind, and so they're moving outwards so that they could just go and rob people at gunpoint. It don't matter if you old, young, women, men, children, guys by themselves or whatever. They are going and they are taking everything. They don't care about cameras. They don't care about none of that. And so he's lucky to have lived. But this is what happens in these liberal areas, and people continue to vote the way that they vote, and you get no resolution. And not only that, we know that the mayor and his administration is instructing police officers not even to work with the Trump administration to make sure that they drive down crime in their own city. More importantly, another thing that's happened is that they had passed the Safety Act, which allows for people that commit certain crimes to be able to get out of jail with no cash bond.
Quick to be firm and clear, like you hear it on the video, like take it, it's yours. Why did that, thought process go through your head?
I think the main reason is, listen, I was a nuclear reactor operator on a submarine, and living on a submarine, you learn how to deal with pressure and emergency situations. Yeah. So you stay calm, and that's what I do. And so I inside I was absolutely not calm, and I was of course terrified inside, but on the outside you have to display, while they're in charge, of course, having a gun in their hand, you have to also sort of try to take over the situation. And I just continued to say, you're getting what you want. I'm giving you you're getting all the things you want. That way, at least in their mind, they felt like they were getting exactly what they wanted. And
if somebody would have left them leaking, then we would have had another conversation about whether or not it was race or whether it was intentional or not. Because you know that people don't believe that people that commit violent crimes like robbery deserve to go ahead and catch that out. I'm not even sure what the gun laws are over there in Chicago, but it's pretty crazy to see that this is even playing out the way it's
and not escalating the situation.
And they left you and her alone.
And they did. And the video cuts out the last maybe 6 or 7 seconds of the altercation, so to speak. But because they asked us to lie on the ground, and at that moment, you don't know what's next. But at least because we were lying down, the motion stopped, so the video isn't showing, but at least we knew they were leaving, and you just don't know.
And
That's
did
crazy.
You see him point a gun at you or at him?
Directly.
Okay.
as soon as he jumped out of the car, at first, as we said, we thought it was one of our sons or their friends just instinctively, but then you look and this gun is pointing right at you by 3 different men.
Call them what they are. YNs. We know what the usual suspects are. Call them exactly what they are. We don't have to mince words. We don't have to be politically correct. They are the victims, but they're still trying to make sure. What do you mean by 3 different men? Call them exactly what they are and put your house up for sale immediately. They're already raising taxes over in Chicago. Get the hell up out of there. And don't bring your voting patterns with you wherever you go.
Positioned strategically in the yard.
Yeah. And that's when you kind of fight or flight. You knew this was something to take seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was fight or flight. And you're like, oh my gosh, is this surreal? Is this happening?
Yeah.
But at that moment,
They're lucky they ain't kicking their door.
de-escalating the situation by Greg saying, give them what they want. And I was like, okay,
I saw
so
you like
here you go.
you threw the purse or something, or
Yeah, he was like, give me everything. So I just started throwing stuff at him, whatever I had, including shoes.
Wow.
Let's start by saying that this isn't appropriate anywhere. It's not good in the South Side, the North Side, the North Shore. We are blessed that we live in a very nice community, and yet you don't expect someone to bring guns to your face while you're walking into your home.
Crazy.
It's just
Law-abiding citizens. This guy worked on a nuclear submarine and risked his life every single day for the United States of America, and he's getting robbed by young dudes that have no value, no self-worth, and is probably going to end up dead or in jail one day. It's unfortunate, but we got to make sure that we take care of the community because these are just large gatherings, according to Brandon Johnson.
It feels extra kind of like violating that it's your yard, right? It's your
Extra.
driveway.
You're not in a
I will be
street
moving
or
immediately.
in an outside place. You're
Home for
right
sale
in your
immediately.
front yard, literally.
It sounds like they were in some sort of stolen SUV. Did the police
course
tell
they
you
were.
anything about who, like if they were doing repeated robberies or anything, or
We-
still waiting to hear?
Yeah, we're not clear on all of that, except in these situations often they steal a vehicle and then go and rob and
They got some stuff, like a watch,
got
I'm
stuff.
guessing, or like whatever was in
They
the
got
purse.
some watch, they got some jewelry, they got some. You see them taking my sport coat off. I mean, you know, they got some, I'll say, sentimental jewelry as well.
Greg's
As-
wedding
you know,
band,
my
the
wedding band.
gift from his grandfather, a beautiful ring, but
So stupid. This is the dumbest thing ever, bro.
they're sentimental value.
Yeah.
You know,
But they're things, and we have our life to be
Yeah.
grateful for, and they didn't hurt us or our family
Yeah.
or our home, so the
Mhm.
rest is replaceable.
You hearing from neighbors just supporting you?
Oh, the outpour from our neighbors. We were in an
Gotta get
email
that
group
block club, that
throughout
community club together.
the area, and as well as the outpouring from the Ring community. People, just friends and family reaching out has been.
It's unfortunate that this type of thing happens. It don't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Dominican, Latino. I don't care what it is. Nobody should be getting ran up on at their own home. And again, I don't know what the gun laws are in Chicago. I know here in Michigan, it's a little bit different. In the affluent communities, they're no safer either. Nobody is safe from these young dudes doing what they do on a regular basis. But thank God they got their life, and you know, I don't know how to frame this. I don't know if I could say, how much is the life of a YN? How much is it worth? Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. That's a question for y'all. Let me know inside of the comments. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.